Our talkback line is open on 1-800 316 316. Shane, a bunch of people trying to get through. Let's take some calls and we'll go through these as quickly as we can. But Alex is on the line from Richmond in New South Wales. Hi, Alex. Welcome along.
Thank you. How are you?
Very well, Alex, and thanks so much for waiting patiently. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I've got 2 points. The first is obviously a health concern. I understand the impact that illicit drugs has on a person's health. But having said that, at the moment it's criminalised. So the health issues are in the hands of criminal syndicates because they're making the money off it. Now, if we decriminalised it, it'd be taxed, and that tax money could be used to support the health of people associated with illicit drugs, like tobacco. The second point is the question of free will. Do we want to live in a nanny state, or do we want to live as God intended with a free will to choose what we do?
You know, there are some good points you're making here, Alex, and let's get a thought or two from Shane.
Yeah, look, Alex, not the first person to bring that one up. Unfortunately, the realities of revenue from illicit substances is a complete fallacy. In fact, it is a black hole. And what we found in the argument that obviously the US, Uruguay, and Canada all presented was we legalised weed because the bad guys are selling it and making all this money. Once we legalise it, we'll tax it. Now, here, just a quick, this is a long procedure, but quick response. You've got a currently illegal drug. The bad guys don't stop growing marijuana, for example. Let's use weed as an example. They don't stop growing it because the government says we're going to find legal sources. They grow it, and what happens in legal states, and we've got one of our DART team members is from the US, emergency doctor in Colorado. What happens is shops. They have the shops selling the marijuana, government-approved marijuana. You go in to buy your bud. Your buds cost you, let's say, $100 for a few grams, right? So you got $100, and of that $100, $25 is tax. But you can go to your old mate around the corner who's still growing weed and pick it up for $50. So not only you got a tax regime in place. What happened when America legalized weed and then commercialized it? What happened was we had three markets. The illicit market, not only did it continue, it grew. The legal market stalled and stagnated, but had to be policed. And the grey market, which was the badly managed bureaucracy, was also in play. And we got rid of the police enforcing possession laws on marijuana, but at the same time, they had to go had to do enforcement around people not complying to the legal marijuana laws. So all of a sudden, all the policing issue didn't really change. Expenses around policing didn't change. The healthcare issue continued to grow because more people were using weed, and the revenues from it were supposed to be this cornucopia of response, dried up very fast, and the revenues were diverted to other things. And all of a sudden now, the best way they can do with what little revenue they get is try and stop people using drugs. So you've got this real mess where you had one market before, now you got three. And of course, secondly, free will, that's a big issue. We won't go into the details here. But again, if we follow a Judeo-Christian value, then our free will is always, and I think the book of Romans talks about this, it's always about the other person. It's never about you. So what can I do to serve and enable and equip the other to be the best they can be? And if that's what we're supposed to be doing, others focused, then our free will should be to serve others and help them become the best they be, not just use our free will to do whatever we want to suit our own agenda. But yeah, it's a complex issue and a big one.
Alex in Richmond, thank you so much for your contribution today. Good stuff. 1-800 316 316 to join the conversation.